Hi, Zachary Burns, and I'm an amateur radio operator. My call sign is N8ZAK, that's November 8 Zulu Alpha Kilo. And today we're going to talk a little bit about 10 meters. And on 10 meters you can get some really interesting activity, and typically your range of communication during sort of 24-hour day-night cycles is anywhere from 40 to 50 miles. If you're doing short skip or sort of local skip, that's anywhere up to 500 miles. And with the solar cycle happening now, anywhere upwards of 2,500, 3,500 miles. You can almost do around the globe communications reliably with 10 meters due to solar cycle number 25. And I was currently going through my November sweepstakes logs here, and getting ready to submit them to the ARRL's Logbook of the World, and also to the November sweepstakes contest board, and said, you know what, I'll give 10 meters a try again tonight. And it's pretty late in the evening, maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I figured, hey, we'll throw up 10 meters to see what we can find. So a little bit about 10 meters. The I guess, well, we probably should get into sort of solar cycle patterns, and what sunspots mean. So you can actually go up to the NOAA.gov and go to their Space Weather Prediction Center, and this has sort of current alerts, warnings that may affect HF communication, or sometimes VHF and UHF communication. You can check out here. It shows sort of the latest X-ray image of the sun. Notes if there's any radio blackouts. Also notes if there's any potential X-ray flux or geomagnetic storms that might be happening also. So good site to check out. And also you can link to the solar cycle sunspot sort of progression and prediction. And this shows currently from 2000 all the way up to sort of the predicted what's going to happen in up to 2019. And back in here 2000, 2001, you may remember, if you had satellite television, that had some pretty the sunspots had some pretty negative effects on satellite and cable television. You had some blackouts a few times throughout the day. I got my license in 2008, and that was pretty much at the bottom of the solar cycle, and always heard about some really good DX on 10 meters. But now here in 2011, we're really starting to get some good solar cycles, and some good predicted solar cycles too happening. So that actually affects some of the upper bands here, and how far that happens. So as you can tell, we're probably not approaching what we did in 2000, 2001 from a prediction standpoint, but solar cycle 25 seems to be well on its way, I guess. So what we're noticing is we're probably doing better than predicted. So that's a good site to check out too. So check that out when you can. And another site you'll want to check out also is this PropNet. And PropNet is sort of a site that you can go to. That's propnet.org, and it will show automated and self-reporting catches. Here's sort of a self-reporting snapshot as of the last hour. You can type in a call sign, or you can just sort of zoom out and see sort of what the current activity is. And you can see 10 meters is, at least people are reporting, it's up pretty good. So we can actually go back and see sort of what's happening as real-time plots, and what's being automatically reported by different stations. So here you can see sort of the patterns across the globe as to who's reporting what station. And you can actually click on these and see who's going and communicating with what other station. Here's a station in Michigan communicating essentially down to the Arizona area on 10 meters, which is pretty good. And that's PropNet. Check that out too. So you know what? Let's check out 10 meters and see if we can find some long distance or DX communications. So, and you know, one thing to note when you're purchasing ham radio gear for the 10 meter band, technicians have access to this from 28,300 to 28,500. You'll definitely want to check that out. Be aware though, if you're purchasing 10 meter equipment from a CB shop, they'll actually modify 11 meter equipment. That's the typical 4 watt maximum CB radios, and get that to work with 10 meters also, which is a licensed frequency, whereas CB's not. So it's actually illegal to have 10 and 11 meter in the same operating rig or same unit, and it's actually illegal to go above that 4 watts on 11 meters. So definitely be aware of that, as you don't want the FCC knocking on your door. The fines for that are pretty hefty, so I'd stay away from that and only buy from a reputable dealer. Again, let's check out the 10 meter band and see what we can find.
And like I say, the cubic squads, I think, are even built up in I've been rambling on here, Mark. We'll turn it back to you. W7MJM, WL7CMG. Okay, I think what you said in the first place was just about talking on it, you know, running a kilowatt like I'm doing almost now. Just shy, looks like about 900 watts. I think when there's any freezing range on there, that's enough alone to start slowly thawing it out. Mark, go ahead.
And this is Zach, N8ZAK 73.